Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as game 2 is rip-raring and ready to go. Cursed Hollow. Didn't I just not say we're going to see a Cursed Hollow? For game number 2 between ESV Wildfire and Evil Geniuses, what do you expect to see here, Mr. Haas?
Another close game, hopefully. I expect Stitches to be seen, Rhaegar Uther, unless Rhaegar gets banned. Expect a Hammer again. Bans are exactly the same. We've got Tasta and Illidan bans.
All right, well, let's bring those up for the stream. But Evil Geniuses, I believe, had first crack at this.
Yep, they had first pick. Again, it seems ESV Wildfire don't like first pick.
Well, first pick doesn't... I mean, it gives you first pick, obviously, but the second round where you get 2 to go off of...
You, in theory, get 2 OPs.
Well, you could. You could also steal out something. You could definitely go for a big counter with that wave. And there's nothing wrong with first pick, but I mean, some teams, it's just not their style.
Yeah. So, EG pick up Uther again here. It's a mirror match of the previous draft.
Vala ETC, I think, was our last round.
It was Vala Rhaegar.
Right. They ended up with an ETC anyways.
Yeah, ETC was second to last pick. So, but the problem here is, do they let EG have exactly the same team?
With the hammer, you mean?
With the hammer, with the stitches. Like, obviously, I don't expect Wildfire to take away Jaina. But at least... The option here they're probably thinking of is Rhaegar or Hammer. Like, Hammer Vala is so much damage.
It is. It's a very solid backline.
But then you lose Rhaegar and have to settle on Malfurion.
And even then, Evil Geniuses could actually even go Rhaegar Malfurion right out the bat, just for that straight up
it'd be a ton of heals.
Yep. It'd be Team Never Die.
Yeah. Which
is really annoying to play against, as a note. Pool time is coming in. ESV Wildfire really looking for their thoughts. I guess Hammer's just not high up on their list.
No. So now, like this time last round, we saw Tyrande Hammer. I see no reason why EG won't do the same. There's the Tyrande.
There's the Hammer. Good call, sir. So ESV, they have themselves their backline, more or less. They are going to need to secure themselves the tank and their heals this round. If they do want to make the best use of the Ravenous, taking out the Malfurion would definitely be the way to go. But that would also then leave Rhaegar for the Evil Geniuses. But, both sides will need a warrior, and ETC Stitches are traditionally our picks here. We haven't seen a lot more Diablo, but will Wildfire go for a double tank setup, single heal?
They did it last time. But again, it was Rhaegar solo.
Lost.
Yeah, it was Rhaegar solo.
But that was Rhaegar solo.
There it is,
I would take a mouth solo. I would absolutely take a mouth solo.
That's what I wanted to see from Wildfire. Take the Stitches. Just take that Stitches away, because we saw that they played quite a bit of a pick style with ETC and Diablo, but now they have Stitches. They can play that a lot better, and of course it's Cursed Hollow, so Stitches works so well.
I still want to see an ETC right here.
I'd be happy with an ETC right here. It'd be good.
I mean, even if Evil Geniuses does take them out, you have a Rhaegar. It's not ideal, but with that double tank setup, with the groupies that you could possibly be getting, Devour, the Stitches would have his own ways to deal with that. We are dipping into the pool time again. I suspect it to be a Malfurion, and it is.
Yep.
But Evil Geniuses is now left on the board with an ETC in another slot, which will probably be the Rhaegar.
EG needs to look towards a tank.
If it's not going to be double heals, then they could go with Jaina again.
Yeah, it worked for them.
Yep.
And ETC would work perfectly alongside Jaina.
I think my go-to protect the hammer tank is actually ETC these days.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Maybe Diablo can substitute in, but ETC is so good, so strong.
I'd go with the Diablo as well. I mean, the Lightning Breath has certainly shown potential, and with the stun combos between, so it'd be a Lightning Breath after a Divine and a Starfall. That is a heck of a lot of zone control. So I'd be happy with that. I still expect to see ETC and a Rhaegar, but if it's not a Rhaegar...
I don't think it'll be Rhaegar. EG have their Tyrande, they have their Uther.
So Jaina's on the table, Sonya's on the table. Could go Asmodunk, although we haven't really seen anybody kind of use that.
Cast Hollow seems a little bit too weak for my liking.
It can work. Yeah. It can work. I'm not sure it will, but it can. Zeratul used to be really nice on this kind of pick as well. Yeah, and as I said, ZPs used to run a lot of Kerrigan, but we have yet to see a Kerrigan really this patch. Not in any kind of major role.
Yeah. They're really eating into that bonus pool there. Okay, there's the Diablo. And now do they run second tank or more damage?
I don't really know Evil Geniuses as double tankers.
Okay, so it's more damage on the table. I just can't see why they'd go Rhaegar.
Jaina, Tychus.
Yeah, Jaina, Tychus.
Okay, well, if it's not a Rhaegar, I mean, ESV is going to be very happy to pick it. Illidan's
they've got all the damage they need. ESV.
Zagara Wombo?
Potentially, but are EG a team that rely on team fights?
Yes, but no.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not too sure they need to... This is going to sound so BM, like stoop to that level of just going straight for Wombo. They're strategic players, they know what they're doing. They don't base a comp around one idea.
Well, they have 18 seconds to figure it out.
Yeah.
What direction do they want to go? Do they want to double tank it? Do they want another assassin? Do they want to snake out the Rhaegar? Those are really kind of the big options, and it will be a Tychus to add to the back line here.
Yeah. Which is fair enough. Adding more damage there alongside the hammer. You've got even more siege in there. After a fight, you win it. Odin just hammering down walls. And now ESV have had all the time that EG had, plus now about 80 seconds to decide what they want to pick.
ETC's on the board if they want to continue with the double tank.
Yeah.
ETC Stitches is a great front line for the Vala, for the Nazebo.
Like, ESV have the damage they need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go another damage route.
No. They have all the healing they need. They don't really need Rhaegar here. Has to be ETC unless they go for something funky. Like a Sonya. Like a Tyrael.
I do like Sonya Leaps, but you know, Wrath has also become something big if they were going to go more damagey.
Yeah.
But relying only upon the Malfurion does not really sound like a winning combination. There's too many ways to deal with the Sonya if she doesn't have that proper shielding, healing support. So, I mean,
taking their time.
Yeah, they are. That's fine. I mean, this is their match. If they don't make this happen, it will be a 2-0 going the way of Evil Geniuses, and the Game 3 dream will forever just be that, a dream. They are, wow. Well, okay. We did not see a damage dealer to be added to this, but they are going to go with the Jaina. Could this be a roam, earlier roam? We've seen Jaina now in a little bit more of a roaming capacity.
Who would it be a roam with? Jaina Stitches?
Malfurion.
Jaina Mouth, though, seems...
Vala can solo, Nazebo can solo.
Yeah.
Can solo.
Like, Mouth obviously is the weakest solo there.
Yeah, but that's roots into, you know, the mage unload from ESV. Other than that, it would have to be a hook. Yeah. You leave Malfurion in the lane. But then again, it might not be a roam. They might literally just look for a party bottom.
I'm not a fan of a roam here. I guess it'd be Stitches solo, Vala solo, Nazebo, Malfurion, Jaina.
I'd put Nazebo by himself.
Yeah.
He's much better solo laner sustain than Vala. And Vala could easily, with the multi-shot build, just start racking up that siege damage. And here we go, guys. We're going to be jumping on in game number 2 of our finals, Kings of the Storm Weekly number 12 with FourCourt and Hasselot. This is match point. If Evil Geniuses can bring home the victory, it will be a nice 2-0 for them, and they will take home all the guts and glory. But, you know, ESV Wildfire is a team. This is a traditional matchup. These guys have bounced off each other so much over the years. years, over the months. And they've definitely shown their tenacity.
Yeah, definitely so. And if they want to come back into this series, they need to do it now. It's now or never for them.
So left-hand side, the team that we have seen now, what, 5-ish games in a row? Yeah, 5 games in a row.
Yeah, 5 games in a row, 6th overall, I think.
Yeah, Tsunami, Iacona, Wargreymon, Bims, and Pickles playing their hearts out for that first place finish. It is ESV Wildfire.
And on the right-hand side, we have Faye, ZPs, then bot lane, Kawaii Rice, LZ Gamer, and the infamous Idra representing Evil Geniuses. They're going to go for this tri-lane, and they're going to try and block these minions again here.
Going to be much easier with 2 of them, if not 3 of them.
Yeah.
The lone block, very hard to do, even in Dota, which is where this kind of strategy does come from.
Even
very
so,
hard to do solo.
I feel like effort put in doesn't really equate to the gain you get. Yeah. Like, you don't lose anything, but just the effort. I'd rather just be sitting in lane being bored.
The lazy approach.
What if they really gained from that? Like, the minion wave would be, what, just in front of where the ESV Wildfire mage minion is?
Semantics and the gain graph can be definitely debated a little bit later. Looks like Bims is actually going to be the one rotating with that Malfurion. The party lane, they did stack up into the top looking for a 4-man gank. Nobody was there. They have now left Pickles into the mid with ZPs, who's just kind of spinning about. And it will be Bims, Tsunami, and Iacona into the bot. The level 1 deep chill, so the slow increase to 35% here for the Jaina. Multi-shots, the slam build. I mean, everything looks pretty kosher.
Yep. Iacona, though, getting stunned up, he should escape this one.
Yep.
Tarande's actually gone for Piercer level 1. So we may see the Owl at 16 rather than stun. We'll have to wait for that one. And between now and then, we've got a good setup in front of us. The Jaina, though, having to lose XP early on, gets forced out of lane by Faye. Is just asserting her dominance already in that top lane.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely going to be an issue, at least for this early game. You're going to see the level 4 now come out very soon for Evil Geniuses. So bottom lane has been really just, they're trying to rely on the Tyrande stun to land here for Kawaii Rice, and Idra just, kind of pounds on them from the back. It's not going to be the resistant this round from Idra. It's actually going to be advanced artillery and then the Maelstrom. The melting point is going to come out, so it's not going to be that pure overkill that we have been seeing actually more often than not in these earlier games. But bottom lane, they are just not happy with Tsunami. He is going to be living through this one. I think LZ, wow, he's not going to make his way through that. A nice kill all there on the healing ward, and that will be first blood for ESV.
Yep, great start from these guys. Dropping LZ already. He had 66% of EG's kills in the previous game. He's already got 100% of them here. Deaths, sorry. As the tribute, going to spawn in the top lane. Wargreymon still trying to trade with Faye, but that is always going to go in the favor of Tychus. Jaina has nothing to stop that overkill.
Have you seen what Wargreymon took at level 4? It's the Arcane Intellect. 5 mana for basic attack, 25 for abilities. He's looking to not leave this lane for a while.
I've never seen that before.
No? The mana return?
Yeah.
It's more or less a sustained talent. I mean, you sacrifice some damage at that tier, but at the same time, if you can spam out even 2 or 3 more skills by the end of it, well, you've made up your damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just looked down and thought, when did Jaina get CV at 4?
Yeah, it's the same. That's the Arcane Intellect icon from World of Warcraft, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I suspect that it's... they've been slowly replacing the icon sets, patch to patch, so Faye is really going hard on this top. That's going to be the melting point, taking out the tower. Wargreymon wasn't really able to punish as much as I might have actually thought that she could, but... Either way, Faye is definitely having a lot of fun up top.
Yep, as are Wildfire in this bot lane. They've done a really good job at pushing Hammer back. In every game they've played against, they've been able to push Hammer back. But it's that time again. Tributes, LZ getting hooked, snared, and surrounded by zombies. Cleanse having to be used by Kawaii Rice.
Yeah, we had the arrow there as well from the Vala, but unfortunately did not triple attack the LZ. And instead, it's going to be low hit points across the board here for Evil Geniuses. That's going to be a hook. That's once more the hook and the roots into ZPs, but they turn it around and Pickles goes down. It looks like FaZe actually now going to be entering the fight after zoning out War Greymon. So they didn't have their Jaina burst to go with that, but you see some really good synergy with the hook into the roots, and then I suspect we're going to be seeing, you know, blizzards and such on top of that as well. But FaZe once more going to come up here. Could that actually be a kill on top of War Greymon? It will. Jaina cannot do anything against that power.
War Greymon really having a tough time on this Jaina. He's been in so many situations now where he just is second best all the time. And even after getting the kill, ESV, they're going to collect this tribute. That's their second of the game now. One away from grabbing a curse. They have so much time to play with. They may give up the next one because they might not be level 10 in time. But they'll be more than happy to take the one after it.
So, you know, that was, what, double kill going the way of Evil Geniuses, and they didn't press home the point. A little confusing, but they're able to, you know, just kind of scatter and soak instead. That will be the heroics for the next. And as you say, I mean, we might not have a contest from ESV on the next, and they don't really need to. I mean, they could easily take the time and the pressure to go grab a boss, start split soaking themselves, just try to equalize out. They are going to take the bruisers, however, and so there we go. Heroics. What do we got for EV?
Pretty standard across the board. We've got Apocalypse coming out from Diablo rather than the Lightning Breath, so trying to get this lockdown. Combine that with the Divine Storm of Uther, and you can really stun a target for a long period of time. And this is what I was talking about. Wildfire, they won't be level 10 in time for this tribute. So they're just going to say, take it, EG. We don't want it. We're going to take our own boss here. You can have this one. We're already 2-0. And they're going to happily take this trade. Tyrande, though, did just owl the boss, so the EG know exactly where Wildfire are, and they're going to retaliate by taking the boss of their own.
And the difference on some of this bosses, though, is that the bottom gate is still intact, whereas the top is not. So it's going to be, you know, the EG golem is going to go immediately right up to the fort, whereas we're going to be basically, you know, coupled down here and tethered to the ESV one because they need to support it if they want to get that fort in good time.
We still have the hard cap push in mid. It's doing a bit of damage. It is going to gain the focus of 3 members. Soon to be 4 when Kawaii joins. So they exhaust the towers of ammo, but still don't take them down. Bot fort does fall, and this is a very nice tribute. The ESV Wildfire are going to take with open arms, or at least try to.
So nurturing out the ESV golem is going to put it in a much better position because the top one is actually still clambering away. I'm not entirely sure we're going to see 13 during this fight, but it really comes down to how quickly that fort does drop. Oh, okay, it's already dead. So say Luffy. ESV is not going to engage without a hook.
There it is, up to LZ. They can't follow up. In fact, that's a lot of blizzard damage.
Yeah, the roots did not come down. The blizzard was pretty on point, but Pickles instead, he's going to be going down. So will ZPs, but ZPs will be back in 5, which was likely to lead into a tribute here for Evil Geniuses. War Greymon with that range on the crossbow. I mean, it's not upgraded, but it's still a heck of a long way. Oh, just missed there at the end. Top of Kawaii, but that's going to be, for some reason, Ravenous. Bims is going to get knocked out of it, and there was an APOC to join that CC train anyways. War Greymon not to die, but oh, the owl! The owl kill got her! And second tribute hype for EG. Next tribute is a for sure curse.
Yep, and the boss may not have done too much, but the minions behind it did for EG. They've exhausted the towers of ammo in top lane. Each tower is below half health now.
We actually have keep damage on the EG one.
Yeah, that's taken a little bit of damage, but not too much. EG Faye is going to take away these bruiser camps. And here it is. Curse time. Very shortly. Camps are being taken across the map. Going to have pressure in mid, pressure in top.
We have icy veins.
We do.
Yeah. That's not something you see every day.
This isn't Jaina.
It's a completely damaged Jaina, yeah. So we'll have to see in the back, can Wargreymon bring forth some big damage, because now Furion is now dead in the water. It's going to be a stun, at least one wave there from the Rain of Vengeance. ZPs is now trapped in the zombie donut, but we also have now Pickles coming in with that green carpet with the bio. ZPs does not die. Wow, the great clutch heel at the end there from Kawhi Rice, and now Faye is putting up the front line with that full hit point. Odin, one more hit,
Well,
and
Greymon-
the owl is enough.
Well, Greymon going behind there, sniping off Uther, but now has to run. Ravenous Spirit hasn't only just come up yet. Well, Greymon is down, and there is the curse for EG. Honestly, there have been so many opportunities now where Gorge would have been such a stronger heroic. The Stitches, like the beginning of that fight, it was a clean hook onto Idra. He was on half HP. If he'd have got eaten, he would have been a dead Idra. Like, if you eat someone and then just deal them into a Jaina, they are dead. They are gone.
Absolutely, especially one with Icy Veins. The triple cooldowns are absolutely ludicrous. Now, my disclaimer is, majority of my time playing Jaina has been, co-ops or at BlizzCon, but the triple cooldowns are so good.
Yeah, and the reduction of mana cost as well. So good.
Yep. So that was a hook onto the Tyrande, and she actually, I'm not sure if it was a panic or a calculated, but she threw down the Starfall immediately. And it was actually enough to kind of deter the rest of it. That's going to be one stun. Looking for Iacone. He does have Ice Block, doesn't cast it. Does get actually locked up immediately. Tychus, however, is going to be the return kill, as the rest of ESV was able to lock him up. But once more, ESV has to go into this fight without their heals. Healing Ward is coming down. It's going to be the Blizzard now on top of ZPs. Again, the Stitches ult not really looking like it's doing much. The slows was enough to put... Yeah, it was enough to get ZP slowed down, and the hook for Idra does actually put us into a very favorable position with the hat trick. And, hey, c'est la vie. ESV with much better positioning. It looks like they just put too much into killing the Malfurion.
Yep, Ravenous Spirit still not even used by Nazebo there. That is still off of cooldown. Apocalypse not used by Diablo as well. He died. In fact, no, it wasn't even off. No, it must have come off cooldown while he was dead. But again, this is the problem with Apocalypse Diablo. You can't fight for 2 minutes if you want that CC. And ESV see their boss is up. They're going to go take that one, but EG, they could in theory go and contest this. I'm pretty sure that LZ will throw some owls that way, and in fact, there is one. He spots them out. Tsunami having to base though, while Greymon is pretty low and pretty exposed here as well, but EG gonna fall back and take their own boss.
Yeah, I mean, we had the zombie donut go up. Iacone is there anyways. It's probably not going to be a kill on top of Wargreymon, and obviously we got the God Eyes here, so obviously not going to be a kill. The Northern Exposure makes a return here for the Janus with the damage vulnerability on top of Icy Veins, on top of Summoned Water Element. So it's a very potent combo if you can get it off. And once more, it's going to be the Holy Shock. Idra, however, showing us a little bit of variety. Executioner.
Yeah. What does he have? He has the Tyrande stun, the Uther stun, and the Diablo stuns to help him out there. So it's not a bad choice by no means.
I would take it with a Biling Stitch, personally.
Yeah, you see why he's taking it. Just there's not a large window of opportunity to put it to use.
Maybe he's just not confident because he didn't take resistance. He's not confident taking the hover siege.
Yeah, maybe.
Or the graduating in that regard.
And he actually spent quite a bit of time unsieged in fights on Sky Temple.
Yeah, there's even a chat comment about that one.
So, yeah. Maybe it's the same here. Taking their easy camp now, ESV. Curse is up. EG should, in theory, take this one. Are ESV going to go for it? They're slowly making their way south, but they won't be there in time.
Taking a quick look at damage numbers. Vala leading the pack here for ESV, followed by Stitches. Then, Stitches and Nazebo. It's all very, actually, close between them. Flip side, though, it's all about Idra. Idra doing work. ZP's trying to be the front line here. Zombies coming out. That's going to be the bio as well. ZP gets locked up. Cannot drop. There you go. He's finally going to do it, but it was an Apocalypse before his death. Here comes the Ravenous, but it's way too far away. And it's likely not to hit really much of anything by the end of it all. It will be a stun now.
Yeah,
well, I feel that was more FourGreymon that got the kill there rather than the Ravenous. But Iacona, oh, Vala actually disconnected. She's going to be back. Iacona finally with that ice block is going to survive it out. Bims does have sprint as well, so he's going to make it out alive. And it might just be the 2-for-1.
Yeah, there was a point there where I thought that ESV could have just turned and focused Idra because he was so exposed there was no one with him, but instead they went for LZ Gamer. They were able to get that kill and then survive the chase that followed. Both teams about to be 18,
I hope you
especially after this hard camp. Going to create more pressure, and this is a great tribute for ESV. We just saw 3 members from EG go into top. They saw the tribute spawn, they were like, nope, we got to contest yet again.
We're going to turn this car around. This tribute spawns. And you know, we are going to have the positioning here for
really nice
4 members. And here comes the Owl. It does, wow, 1,044 Owl on top of Iacona. We did say, you know, we're going to see the Ranger there at 16 this round. And we do. So that's actually enough time. Pickles deciding, okay, they're going to jump in. So throws down the bile. That might have been the game, or the fight costing move, but still, Roots not able to quite hit Idra, needed to cast a little bit quicker. 522 damage that time on top of Iacona, but here comes the Starfall. The Ravenous does not really land either. It's going to be some big slows. This is why you take the Jaina, because you cannot escape a Jaina. Tyrande is going to drop, and this is a curse now for ESV, and they're going straight for keep.
Yep, it's already down to half health. They can pick this one off very easily, but it's going to be their first keep of the game. They don't even have any other forts.
This big game.
I was about to say, they're going for it. Phase Odin it. This is risky. This is so risky. They've got
absolutely is. I mean, yeah, the Trank is going. Everyone's healing up. Ice Block is going down. There goes the Jaina, however. Kawhi Rice is likely to be the return, and it's not. They can't get him. Finally, a little bit of the ticks are going to hit him. Idra does get a heal out of it. Nobody touched the Fae, and the Fae was angry. 4 kills for that attempted core, and that wasn't even 5-on-5, my good sir. That wasn't even 5-on-5. This is now a wasted curse.
They just face-bombed a little.
I saw.
They got top fort. They got mid fort from it just from minions and mercs alone. And that's about it.
Angry Fae.
Yeah.
She did so much damage.
As soon as you get the Odin out,
Enough.
just run.
Or collapse.
Or focus, yeah.
Yeah. She was way off to the side. Nowhere near
They
the
were so
core.
grouped as well.
Oh,
that
man.
They were so grouped that Uther was able to get a 4-man Divine Storm off. That shouldn't happen when you're going for the core. But you
Or
should
in a 3v5 scenario.
you should be split up because the core does splash damage. B, you should probably be focusing the Odin. And C, you should probably try not to lose your boss like this.
FourGreymon is, oh, he's way far forward. Faye does have a first aid ready to go, but whew. I don't know, 20 hype now.
Yeah.
EG actually wins out that race. What do they take?
Divine Hurricane coming in. Nexus Frenzy on Idra. This is where he power spikes a hell of a lot. Odin on Tychus, meaning that we're going to see some nukes. Rewind Tyrande and Storm Shield Diablo. I didn't even know he got Storm Shield.
He's had it since the very beginning. Like,
Okay.
You've just never really seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't decide for Apocalypse on Death, and as we mentioned a little bit earlier in a previous game, you should probably never build to incorporate Death into your strategy anyways. So I kind of like the Storm Shield. It's the only character that was worth for it because we got the rewind on Tyrande.
Yeah. And ESV need to hit 20 now.
There you go.
Fight, because Diablo's passive still isn't up.
It didn't hit. The hook didn't hit. Pickles is face bombing a little now.
Did it not hit or was it cleansed?
I'm pretty sure it didn't get it.
Because in the last fight, Uther cleansed Tyrande before the hook hit.
Yeah, cleanse is still available.
Yeah, okay, awesome. So the zombie wall get absolutely destroyed there by the Tychus grenade.
There is keep damage going down though. 3 catapults doing their job on the other side of the map. There's the hook onto CP. They're going to get some damage down. He does have his passive up at the moment, but it's a long way for him to run. Are we going to see a fight over the tribute here though? That's the question. They're going to go through mid and Tsunami's going to tap.
It's not a super important tribute. It's not a curse. It will put EG up to 2, but ESV might even just try to end the game with a core rush as everyone else goes for the tribute. It's very possible.
Yeah, it's definitely a scenario. They're actually going to get rid of the no minion spawning time. I was going to say shield's going to go and they're going to get some permanent damage, but no.
Yeah, we got LZ back here. Itch is now showing up as well with that napalm. So yeah, it's always a constant threat, and there was that period of time in the alpha where the catapults actually got nerfed 50% more than they should have been. That was a little bit of a typo. Just like how Mirrodin went from 2.1
to 23
hit points to 21 hit points per second. Typos are great. Iacona with the ice block, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think, well, actually I say that, but the Trank is actually still ticking away. He is keeping the team up and ready to go. The Ravenous comes in, gets interrupted. The Water Element, however, doing the big damage, but once again, it's Faye in the back, and the big damage is coming down really hard. He's bringing the justice, and that is going to be a 5-man wipe with some superior positioning out of EG. ZPs does not give a damn about his hit points. Neither does Kawhi. That, sir, is a likely game.
Yep, this top lane is a pretty big minion wave. This keep is very low as well. 5 men onto the core. They're essentially just racing against a few catapult, 1 catapult and a few mercs in mid.
Pretty sure that's
gonna be. Yeah, this is easy game here. Is he gonna finish this one out? But again, though, a 20-minute game where there's so little XP in it. ESV have impressed me today. Coming up against EG, 2-0, it's a lot closer 2-0 than it looks. EG gonna be winning. Kings of the Storm, week 12, and secure themselves some of those juicy, juicy ladder points.
Phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely. Evil Genius is showing us why they're a top-tier echelon team, guys, and why they deserve their spots in the ESL majors, why they're likely going now to the Kings of the Storm monthly finals for February, why they are having such wonderful successes in this game. So good protect the hammer comp, I gotta say, but Faye, it came out super strong those last fights.
Yes.
Super strong. Tychus, man.
Faye for MVP. That well, combined with Kawaii Rice on the core rush, the 2 versus 5 defense, where I don't know. I'm gonna need to have a word with Bims about what happened there. I really am.
That core rush was really strange, but once again, man, it has been a while since we've seen these big Tychus moments. But yeah. I gotta give it Faye right there. LZ on Tyrande 2 for 2, very spot on with the plays, and Kawhi Rice on the Uther was just magnificent. Like the whole thing was overall. ZPs and Idra, of course, spectacular at their roles, but. That's it. ESV will drop it 2-0, and that will conclude tonight's programming. Nice for almost 5-hour cast.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's good.
Mr. Haas, I know you made some big special efforts to be here.
It's
4 a.m. your time?
20 to 5.
20 to 5. There you go. Guys, give it up for Mr. Mr. Haas a lot. Find him out there on the Twitter. He's been doing some hero stuff. We do endeavor to see more of you, sir.
Awesome. It's been good to be here. I love your overlays. I'm a fan of them, and casting is as good as the overlays. It's, again, great to be here, even if it is very early in the morning.
Very gracious of you, sir. Do you have any big Heroes events coming up that you'd like to tell us about?
Not to my knowledge, no. Just general coverage of online shindigs.
No personal streaming?
No real personal streaming. I mean, I've been way too busy right now to do Hero League with CSGO stuff and all. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter at Hosselot, HOSSELOTE. And apart from that,
for you guys.
Yeah, so good.
All right. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us today. We do endeavor to see more of you. I've, of course, been the FourCourtJester. You can find me out there, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I believe Kings of the Storm will return with Solid Jake and Kubi on their next rotation. We also have I believe like ESL majors next week, so you can be looking for them there as well. Myself, I'll be here tomorrow. Go4Heroes ESL NA. So same 4 p.m. Eastern, this channel. I believe Shane Gucci will be joining me there as well. So once again, Kings of the Storm Weekly 12. Congratulations, Evil Genie says first place, ESV Wildfire at second, and not entirely sure it was actually reported what the bronze match was, but between third and fourth to be Magikarp and ESV Tempest. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night. We will see you in the Nexus, and you have a wonderful weekend.